Hello, welcome back to my channel. Once again, my name is Korede Olaiwala. In my last video, I tried to, I was talking about, in the last video, we were talking about competence, developing competence, and how to, and identifying first of all, developing the willingness, identifying area of competence, then looking for who and where to learn the area of competence you want to develop. So I want to continue on that line and in that area. um, I was able to pen down some few skills that it's going to be helpful to our youth out there, and it's going to be helpful to our youth out there. And if they can find any of these areas, uh, if they can choose based on this, they can, it's going to be helpful to them on the long run. I'm very sure of that. So some of the few areas I've identified here, but it is not limited to this. There are still so many others out there that you can think of by yourself and identify by yourself and get into. So, and if you look at it technically in the world today, people are already doing it. Young men are doing it for themselves and they are doing well. But everybody wants to get into the white collar job, and the white collar job cannot be for everybody. If you don't mind, you can go and get some things, some skills in this area. You can develop competence in this area. For instance, now let me start with this: graphic design. Graphic design has become something so serious now. So serious. It's a big business now. If you know how to design, graphics work. If you know how to do that, it's a big money. It's a big money for you. So go and learn it. Research more about it and see if you can pick interest in that area. Graphic design. A lot of young men are out there develop. I know one young man like that, one Alaba, and I know one Timmy. I know a number of them who are into graphics and they are doing well for themselves. They are married and they are training their family, their kids with this work, and they are doing fine. Whether you are in Nigeria or you are abroad, if you learn graphic design, it's going to be important, it's going to be relevant to you, and you are going to find it handy as a skill. Do you understand? Anywhere, any day, anytime. Graphic design, it's in high demand. You can go anywhere to find relevance. You can go on Upwork, you can go on Fiverr to find job there, and you can find job around if you know your way around. Do you understand? So, but there is no way. Even companies demand for graphic designers. I see the advert, I see the job post. If you look around, you see the job posting for the job posting demanding for graphic designer. So if you are good at it, go and learn it. Website designer, go and learn website designing. It's another thing you can learn that can help you. Website designing, it's a very, very lucrative thing, lucrative job. You will learn it. If you learn it, you'll be comfortable, you'll be fine, and you'll be confident in yourself. Printing, go and learn printing. There is a better way to do printing now, not the old archaic way. People are doing. I know a number of people who does printing, and they are living fine. They are living large. They are doing very well. Printing has gone beyond. If you look at what they print these days, if you go to church, if you see handbills, if you see posters, if you see books, if you see materials, burial, birthday programs, if you see the way they print it, you know that printing has gone beyond that. If you see they print now on throw pillows, and all those things on mugs. So printing is beyond. One of my classmates is into printing and he's doing very well for himself. So printing is a beautiful job. So if you can learn printing, please do. They produce cards for politicians, produce cards for birthday people. In printing you write names. There are a lot of things. There are a lot of areas where you can find printing relevant. Do you understand? Another is event management and decoration. Yes, you can separate it and you can do it together. Event management on its own is a lot of business. It's a big business on its own. Decoration on its own is a big business. There is one woman down my street who is into decoration alone, and she's a big name in Lagos. If I mention the name, you understand. So event management is another thing you can learn. It's a real deal. There are people who have the school for it, who teach people Event management, you can learn it too. You can go and learn it. You can learn it locally from person to person. You can go to the school and learn it. Event management and decoration. You see the way they do, they decorate now. If you attend weddings, you attend birthday parties, even burial. If you see the way they handle decoration now, you know it has gone from, it has changed level. Do you understand? It has changed level. Another one is catering, food production. If you don't mind, you can go into food business. It's a big business. I've spoken about food business before. Food business is a big business. It's a big business, big time business. Do you understand? Food business, let me just even limit it to catering. If you talk about cake and confectionaries, you make money as a lady. Cake and confectionery, go and think about it. You can make money. Even men. There's one young man in my church about my age who is into cake. I think he does the business with his wife. He's into cakes and decoration, and he's doing well for himself. Do you understand? Cake is a big business. Cake is a lovely business. If you get into cake business, you are going to be fine. Do you understand? Cake has stepped up. If you see what cake they are producing out there today, do you understand? So that's another thing. Food business. You can open a small restaurant. You can start in a small way before you know it. Okay, look, you think of it. All these Beninois, these Benin Republic people, Cotonou and Togolese, they come into Lagos. They start small, selling food roadside. Before you know it, they own a shop. Before you know it, they begin to bring in their locals from their indigenes to come and work for them. They begin to import them. Before you know it, one of them who started with selling one warmer of rice, not even up to two or few derricas, maybe let's say 2 or 3 derricas. She started with, I know that. She started with about few derricas of rice she sells a day, few measures, and now she's selling bags of rice, up to a bag of rice a day. And she has brought in her own Togolese member or Beninois member. I don't know which of it she is. We call them locally Egun. But they are doing well. Do you understand? But our people don't want to do that. They want to do something tush. But you can think along this line and do it in a better way. In my former employment, one woman used to come and serve us there. You can think about that too. You go to offices, in their restaurants, you serve them food. People pay you. They pay you for it. You negotiate. Another one is I've talked about interior deco. I've talked about decoration event. So interior deco, you can. There is one of my classmates. When we went to university together, she's into interior deco. We studied something entirely different. We didn't study anything. We were in science. I was a science student. She's into interior deco now. She's doing beautifully well. She even have an interior deco school. She's my friend on Facebook. She have interior deco school where she teaches interior deco. So interior deco is another beautiful one. If you don't mind, interior deco, beautiful one. You make money from it. You do well for yourself. If you have passion for it, think along that line. Fashion design. People make clothes now. You can see that clothing business is a serious business. Everybody want to be clothed. Everybody want to look fine. Everybody want to look good. So you think along that line. You can look into making clothes. Clothes making. A lot of people, whether you are graduates or you are not graduates, you can make good clothes. People will run after you. People will be in demand. You see the way they sew it now. The vice president of Nigeria, you see the way he sews his clothes. Their design is popular now. Even the former president, President Goodluck Jonathan, that reign during his time. Now that style Professor Yemi Osinbajo wears is in vogue. People are sewing that same style now. They wear it. So fashion design it's not a bad thing at all. We don't know who will be the next president, but whoever is the next president too, people are likely to copy his style. Yes, so think along that line. Fashion design, cloth making, beautiful business. Photography is another one. If you go to events now, you see, even just like a friend who is a photographer said, he said the camera somebody is carrying on his neck. People they downgrade photographers and look down on them, but the camera some photographers are carrying on their neck. He said it can buy some people's car, which is true because cameras now photography has stepped up. So you can look into that. Photography, you make a lot of money from it. A lot of money. Photography and videography. You cover events and all that. You can think along that line. So that's about that. Then the other ones are the ones you can learn online easily. The data analysis, data administration, full stack development, UI UX, networking, financial analytics, HR analytics, business analytics. You know, if I may go slowly on it, data analysis, full stack developer, front end developer, UI UX, networking, business analytics, HR analytics. All these are beautiful things you can consider. You can learn it online. All you need is to have a laptop. Just have a laptop. If you get to Computer Village or whatever town or state you are, get a laptop. If you have one already, fine for you, good for you. Maybe you have a laptop. If you have a laptop, you can download. Whenever you have access to internet, download and watch videos upon videos. Look for someone within and around who can teach you these things. Acquire skills, and you'll be fine. I just came here to itemize or to list out few of the skills that you can acquire that can help you. To build to build a better future for you, so that we will not be complaining and waiting on the government. We will not be complaining and blaming our parents, blaming whoever, wherever, and all that. Develop competence in any of this. So I think with this few points of mine, like one of our brothers says, I think if you think along this line, and it is not limited to what I've listed. It is not limited to what I've just said. There are so many other things you can think about. There are so many other things you can do that can help you. Think about it. Think wide, think deep. Do you understand? Look within. What can you do for yourself to help your future? What can you do for yourself to groom yourself for the future, to prepare for yourself? Do you understand? Like one of my former boss, we always say, he will say, is this how you want to get married? Is it on this salary you want to get married? Is that on this the way you're living you want to get married? Do you understand? So if you don't want to get married like this, you don't want to set your life to continue like this, you have to do something. You don't. It's like there is a popular saying that says it's only a, I don't want to use the word, sound vulgar, that we continue doing the same thing. They say madman. They say it's only a madman that continue to do the same thing and expect a different result. You cannot be doing the same thing every day and expect a different result. You cannot be doing the same thing every day and expect a different result. Do you understand? So the best time to start is now. The best time to start is now. Sleep over it. Think deep. Give yourself ultimatum. Okay, this is what I want to do, and give yourself ultimatum, give yourself target. In the next 6 months, this is what I want to achieve. And you can do it. Like my mother would say, a willing mind, there is nothing impossible for a willing mind. Once you are willing to do it, once you are ready to do it, you will always find a way. Ask questions. Ask questions. Those who ask questions someone who asks questions can never get lost. Do you understand? So ask questions, ask around, ask people, search online, research. Once you research, give yourself ultimatum. Give yourself the space of 6 weeks. Give 6 months. Give yourself the space of 3 months. Do you understand? Say, okay, I want to learn this thing within the next 6 months. You cannot fold your hands and say something great will happen. Do you understand? Nothing great will happen without you doing something great. You must pay the price. So in my next video, I will talk about it. Share the video with your colleagues. Like the video. And think deep about lunch, and at the long run, think about the long run of what we are saying. Basically, that's the most important thing. Thank you and God bless.